am the ULTRAMAXIMUS. Thank you for joining me here this Saturday, 8/19/2023, in preparation for final orders due 8/20 and 8/21/2023 for your comic book needs. This is the secret variant, your top to bottom FOC show. And this is the reason why you're going to subscribe to the content we drop here and click the notification bell for notifications for when, of course, we do go live. And of course, like and sharing the video is appreciated. And of course, to a big thank you to the subscribers of this channel for making this channel exactly what it is today. And of course, if you're watching over on Rumble, don't forget to subscribe over there, especially if you prefer the Rumble platform. Eventually, we will be doing Rumble exclusive shows. The next episode of the Raw Report is going to be an interesting one because I had Franco's Comics ask me, he's like, hey man, I really miss your pickups videos. Well, the pickups videos have been kind of limited, haven't they? That's probably because I've been limiting my pickups. But you'll figure that out later. And then, of course, subscribe to the Friends of the Podcast as well in the feature channel section. Of course, don't forget to check out the Drunken Chat Team. It's supposed to be Friday nights, but apparently Lucas went out and saw Blue Beetle, so they're going to go live tonight. Now, me, I'm a little bit behind the 8-ball on some things, so I might not be able to attend, but I'm going to try. We're going to see what happens. Of course, follows are always appreciated, whether it be on Facebook, on IG, or on Twitter. You can find the links to all of those on the channel homepage. And of course, you can take this QR code and give me a follow at Collection Curations, which is my sales page. It doesn't have anything for sale on it right now because I don't have anything for sale. So when I do get to loading that stuff, you're going to be looking at basically sets of books that I won't be offering other places at those prices. Only the rarest. I want to give a shout out to Trey and Ferd and the other guys over there, of course, Vinny and Marcus, of course, the main guys over there doing a podcast with 78 points and a couple of other ones. But all the other good people over there and only the rarest, thank you again for participating in the Discord. And of course, Super Chat is inactive. Direct support is available at Cash App ULTRAMAXIMUS if you're feeling frisky. And of course, WantedComics.com. Got to thank them for all of their help over the years, and of course for some of my giveaways, and of course just the cool books that I've been able to purchase off of Drew and his store over the years, dating all the way back to eBay, way back in the day. Drew's been on top of having variant covers and all sorts of other good stuff. Comic Barricade, help keep your comic books upright in your comic book boxes, and you can use the code ULTRA to get you 10% off of your order, and the ordering idea is to order in bulk. Bigger discounts. Soundtrack provided by Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, whitebataudio.com, Spotify, White Bat Audio, and of course right here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to them. Mr. Herd S. Eric is the provider of the ULTRAMAXIMUS logo, and look at that fantastic work that is. Make sure you give him a follow as well. Variant cover artist, and of course this is your secret variant. And what is the secret variant? Well, the secret variant is a top to bottom final order cutoff overview by this guy who rides those things to try to stay healthy. And guess what, everybody? 198 pounds. That's right. Over 6 foot, stacked of stuff. And I'm finally under the 200-pound mark again, solidly. And it's like I continue to lose weight and then build more strength, which is good because I can barely bunny hop. I'm a big dude, big dude riding a little bike. It's kind of challenging, but it's like the same way when I was getting out of very low Volkswagens in my youth. It's like a clown car stepping out, It was like, oh my God, this dude's tall as hell. What the hell? So everybody, I am ULTRAMAXIMUS. Welcome to the Secret Variant. I'm into comic books and a whole bunch of other stuff too. And I try to live life to the Maximus every day. And that's, of course, just the nature of me. So part of my nature is not wanting to overspend on comic books. And I noticed a trend that there's a lot of so-called influencers who think that they gatekeep the market of comic books, and what they do is they hype you up on new books coming out, but then they sell them back to you the next week. Don't fall for that banana in the tailpipe, my friends. I am here to offer you a complete overview list so that you may take this list of desires to your local comic shop or to your local ordering online retailer, whoever that may be. And if you don't have either of those, make sure you hit up Chitlins, Greens, and Cornbread on IG, a.k.a. Lucas, a.k.a. the Drunken Pull Box, and he will get you guys taken care of. But just remember that Lucas does something a little bit different. Lucas does to where the if you get a 1 of 50 variant, you're going to get 50 copies. You know what I mean? So like it may not be for everybody, but he's there to help you guys out when your comic shop don't treat you like you used to. He kicks in like that turbo boost. So just, you know, whatever we can do to simplify your ordering process and minimize your expenses, right? That leaves the best upside for possibilities, and that's why you come to me, the most trusted source in FOC. All right, so let's get the show on the road. There's spoilers ahead because, of course, we're looking at books that are coming out in the upcoming weeks, and when they come out in the upcoming weeks, you know, you could be looking at stuff that might, might cause a little spoiled on story. So make sure you're all read up. Our first publisher this evening is Ahoy Publishers on the Lunar Distribution Network. So their orders are due 8/20 tomorrow, and this is Blacksmith the Key to His Heart, number 4 or 5. Just the one. All right, got my water. What up, Awesome Sauce Radio? Blind Adam in the house. Howard Stern royalty, everybody. Archie Comics has given us the World of Archie Jumbo Comics Digest number 133. Wrapping it up for Archie. Artists, writers, and artisans got a pretty big week. So what's weird about this week is that Sins of the Salton Sea number 4 showed up on previews, but not on Lunar distribution. Omar, good to see you. Sins of the Salton Sea number 4 of 5, cover B, Phillips. And then there's this cover C, the film noir homage. And then there's this 15 copy incentive black and white. And then we got this one, The Madness. Now, The Madness number 2. So is that like Jason's head? Like, what's going on there? But this is the one that I think everybody's going to be after. So this is the cover C. This is the punk rock homage. Okay, let's see. Danielle Atrikji. I can't pronounce your last name, but you're obviously a fan of the Cramps. So does comic book homages of albums cause the album to spike, or does it cause some of you to buy the album? Here's your 1 in 15 incentive variant. So that was one of the first cool variants we've seen so far, right? Black Mask Studios, of course, giving us a book that is due 8/20/23, and this is Cal Exit Battle of Universal City number 2. And look at all these people here. This is just something else. Yeah. Brilliant Enterprise LLC. Kent Menace versus Techno Freak. It was a Cramps album. The Cramps album cover, awesome sauce. So Kent Menace versus Techno Freak number 1, and then we got Kent Menace versus Techno Freak number 1 Butch Juice variant. Fair Square Comics is giving us the Zom Vikings number 1 of 2. Now here's your Peralta variant cover. Seas of Blood. I know it says Alien Books at the bottom, but that's not the publisher. Keen Spot. Chopping Block. Number 4. There's the cover B. The cover C is your movie poster variant. I'm noticing a trend here today. The monster isn't always the one wearing the mask. He's right, you know. Chopping Block, number 4, cover D, holofoil. Chopping Block, number 4, cover E, blank panel. Oh, forgot the marker in between. But Mad Cave is the next publisher up, giving us Project Reese, number 2. You've Been Canceled, number 4 of 4. Massive, giving us the Blackout Bombshell #1, cover A. You've made it, Lord of Brooklyn. And you've made it as well, Tomb. And Tomb, you need to DM me your address. As well as any of the other Ultrabox runner-ups. 15 of you. I've only got a couple of addresses. Anyway, thanks, buddy. The Blackout Bombshell #1, of course. There's your cover B, and here's your cover C by Ward. Here's your cover D, which is your 5-copy incentive. New soundtrack as well today. We're playing some new music here on the channel. Not to me, but new to the channel, of course. Scout final orders due on the Lunar network or the Previews network, depending on your publishers or your local comic shop publisher distribution system. So just check with them. Just make sure you get your orders in by tomorrow, just in case. Count Dante, #4 of 6. Crashland, #1. And then we've got cover B. Geek Filter in the house. Well, you know what? If you've been buried in a project for a couple months, that's awesome. Gainful employment is kind of rare nowadays. So good for you. Good for you. Thanks for stopping by the channel, man. Appreciate it. Crashland #1, cover B kind of gives a little bit more nuance to the story, I'm guessing. Fungi. Fun guy. Fungi. Oh my god. I should have noticed that the first time I read it too. So fungi, it looks like fighting fungus. Kung Fu Ninja Fungus. Oh jeez. Alright, so here you go. Cover B. That one might actually hit in a couple of places. You know how weird people are. So Miracle Kingdom, #5 of 5. And then Oswald the Star Chaser, #6 of 6. Quicksand, #3. Traveler's Guide to Flogoria, #3. And you know what? Here's your 10-copy incentive. Just don't come to Florida, and you'll be fine. You want to live? Whatever Harry Blandford is a clueless human is about, he just needs to not come. You know, go to Universal, go to Disney, call your Uber or Lyft. You know, make it there safe, but just don't stay. It's dangerous, right? We are Florida light, or Australia light in Florida. We've got bobcats, alligators, bears. So yeah, lots of other stuff that'll kill you too. Furbird in the house, he made it. And of course, Awesome Sauce, thank you, my man. Word. Wait, is that Super Chat? That's a Super Chat. Super Chat's active? I didn't think the Super Chat was active at all. But that's tight. Thanks, Ferd. Sumerian is giving us the Pink Elephant, #3 of 3, cover A. The Pink Elephant, #3 of 3, cover B. Bottles of creamer are $6, so you bought me like a third of, you know, almost a full bottle. And that's cool, man. That's more than... So the amount of coffee that I drink, a bottle of creamer usually gets me 4 Yetis. 4 Yetis. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12 cups of coffee that I can get out of a bottle of creamer. Woo! All right, so Titan Comics is up next, and that's going to give us a Blackborn Bleak Dominion #1, cover A. Deladera. The Bloodborne Bleak Dominion #1, cover B by Alan Qua. Bloodborne Bleak Dominion #1, cover C, Harding. Yeah, you know, it kind of is a soup bowl. It's pretty big, dude. But what's funny is the Yeti and the cup are equal. Like, just about. So that cup is a Yeti. Bloodborne, cover C. And then the cover D. These just get weirder and weirder, don't they? But this one does look kind of like Dr. Smith from the modern, modern version of Lost in Space movie. Bloodborne Bleak Dominion #1, cover E. Bloodborne Bleak Dominion #1, FOC Qua Black and White Inks Virgin. Dead by Daylight #3, cover A. Dead by Daylight #3, cover B. And then your cover C. That's the Copic marker version. I can see this one getting a little popular, maybe. Oh, Derek Chu doing an independent cover over on Titan. And, yep, that's Derek Chu's art. Here's your cover B. Here's your cover C, which is your McCaffrey. That one I kind of like. Red dress tube doesn't hurt. Red dress, blonde hair. Because, you know, can't have too much red. And then, wow. Photo variant, huh? And then the FOC Copic Virgin variant for Scarlet Couture Munich file #2. That's your FOC variant. So good luck on that one for you Chew variants. Uncivilized is up next with orders due on the Lunar Distribution Network for Beware the Ginseng Roots #12. It says Beware the Root Monster. Comic Boom in the house. Thanks for stopping by. Vault is up next with final orders due 8/20/23 with Money Shot Comes Again #4. Cover A. And then we've got the cover B by Tim Seeley. And then we got the cover C, which is a Skylar Patridge variant, which is polybagged, which means it's probably risque as all get out. So what happens? So this is what I want to know. Like all of these, like smut books now. What are going to be the highlighted ones that come out later? Or that are going to come out later as the ones that are going to be desired and chased. I know you people are going to be like, Sex Criminals is the one. And you might be right. Queen of Swords, A Barbaric Story, #3, cover A. Queen of Swords, #3, cover B. Animals running on my roof. So Queen of Swords is also going to get a not safe for work polybag variant, so you know this one's going to be wild. Oh, Blind Adam always got the crazy ideas in the chat. All right, we're into the major publishers now. We're on to Boom Publishing, which is giving us Damn Them All, #8, cover A, Charlie Adlard. And then we've got Damn Them All, #8, cover B of the Olivetti variant. And then the 25 copy incentive by Adler. And Comic Boom just reaffirmed exactly what what a lot of people I know are going to say, because Zdarsky can write a book, you know, and that's what's up. So Damn Them All is also going to have this FOC reveal variant. And then there's going to be this unlockable. And check with your LCS on what the stipulations are on unlockables right now. Comic Boom, I hope to check it out before it hits its max. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, because I held out on Transformers until it hit Paramount Plus. But I intend on going to see the Marvels in the theater. Damn Them All got this unlockable, and again, what I was saying about the unlockables is that they were at one time a 1 per store unlockable, or like a 2 per store. But what we've got here is a situation where it may be as many as 5. Fence Redemption #404, cover A. Fence Redemption cover B. Fence Redemption number 4 cover C. Ferd with another. Man, look, thank you, bro, to the best FOC show on YouTube. I appreciate that. You know, I really wish that the last couple of weeks I didn't leave you guys hanging, because I left you guys hanging for 2 weeks. My son started school, and then we got through the first week just this past week. So it's been crazy, and I got a broken lawnmower, I got a broken car, I got another car that needs another side of tires rotated on it, one of them with a slow leak that I got to figure that out, and it needs an alignment that I'm figuring out. So yeah, got a lot on my plate right now, and I'm trying to do the best that I possibly can while still maintaining dad life and trying to pay bills. So how am I doing? Boom, and comment boom in here, man. Look, this is much appreciated. You guys are killing me with kindness today. Fence Redemption number 4, like I said, cover C. You got a Sweeney Boo incentive variant. Mech Cadets number 2, cover A. Mech Cadets number 2, cover B. Mech Cadets number 2, cover C. 10 copy incentive by Lee. Mech Cadets number 2, cover D. 25 copy incentive by Khalida. Hope I didn't butcher your name. And then we got an interesting one here. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 111, second printing Mora variant. So look, I'm not saying that there's going to be a resurgence in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers variants or anything like that, but if this is an interesting enough character, it's a second print, it's a cover appearance. I don't know what's going on with it because I don't read Power Rangers as much as I probably should to be offering spec advice on this one, but it went second printing. What's the reason for a Power Rangers book to go second printing when there's like 15 variants for each one? So consider that. Maybe you should go and read a couple of issues and figure out what's going on there and figure out why the second printing is being even FOC'd, and maybe order you a couple of copies if you think it's worth it. Rare Flavors number 1, cover A. Rare Flavors number 1 with a cover B foil variant. And is it me, or does this guy look like Amul Farak, you know, the Shadow King? Oh, Comic Boom. You know, that's been DC's go-to move lately, Red Canary. Different color lanterns. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of that. Rare Flavors, of course, giving you a 10 copy incentive. 25 copy incentive by David Mack. And then the 50 copy incentive foil moon. I'm assuming it's a virgin variant of the cover B. So that one may get mixed in with the cover Bs if they're around. And of course, this is the unlockable virgin variant by Andrade. All right. So believe it or not, that was all for Doom. I'm sorry, for Boom. All right. We've got Dark Horse Comics giving us Black Hammer, The End, number 2. Here's your cover A. And of course, Jeff Lemire's writing is probably very, very read-worthy. Here's your cover B. And then Lonesome Hunters, The Wolf Child, number 3 of 4. Savage Squad 6, number 3. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories, number 9, cover A. So, alright, cover A and cover B. Right now, there is no cover art to be revealed for cover A and cover B. So what does this mean? This means there's going to be a lot of people who are going to just order this thing blindly because they're going to spec on it. Are you going to be one of those people to blindly order a couple of copies of a Star Wars book on Dark Horse, which is probably kind of, you know, low distribution as it is, and then roll the dice and see if the cover art to be revealed is something amazing or maybe new character-ish? And if it's Star Wars new character, we've got the opportunity to find spec before spec finds you. Just putting that out there. Subgenre number 1, cover A. Comic Boom. Some of us have a problem, you know, where we don't want to miss, but you know, it happens. So subgenre number 1 right here shows the meanest mohawk from Dark Horse Comics, and that's going to wrap it up for their publishing distribution list for FOC. Dynamite Entertainment is going to give us a Negaduck number 1. Now, is Negaduck the best Disney villain? Because if Darkwing Duck is the best Disney hero, then obviously Negaduck must be the best Disney villain. Negaduck cover B by Jay Lee. That's fire. And then we've got this one right here by Trish Forstner, which is just absolutely incredible. But you know what? I think they blew it. But we'll see. We'll see. Cover D. Cover E is an action figure variant. Cover F is a blank Authentics variant. Cover G is a Middleton foil variant. Cover H is a Lee foil. Cover I is your 10 copy incentive Middleton Noir variant. Cover J, however, Lord of Brooklyn BK for life, is the one you should be chasing. It's your 10 copy incentive Forstner Virgin variant. Without all that trade dress, this is the most amazing Negaduck variant ever. Ever! You heard it here first. And there's been a couple of Charlie Day variants that have been happening lately, so it's on a trend. I can see this maybe being a chase for some people later on if they are into these It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme history. Negaduck cover K is your 15 copy incentive Lee line art, which looks good for Jay Lee. Cover L is your 15 copy Middleton pencil. And then we have your 20 copy action figure Virgin. Then your 20 copy Middleton decal style. I don't know if it's an actual decal, and wow, that would be some weird stuff. If it is the decal version, like, does it peel off? Like, for real? Cover O, 25 copy incentive Lever Virgin. 25 copy incentive Middleton pencil Virgin. Cover Q, 30 copy incentive Lee Virgin. Line art. Cover R, 30 copy incentive Middleton decal Virgin. I wonder how many people think that's a decal Virgin. Oh, fanboys. Cover S, 40 copy incentive Lee Virgin. Cover T, 15 copy incentive Middleton Noir Virgin. Cover U, Middleton Premium Metal. Yes, that's right. You get a Joshua Middleton Negaduck Metal Virgin variant cover. Suggested retail price is $100. So if that's too much, you can get the regular Virgin variant for a suggested retail price of $50. Oh man, IDW Entertainment is up next, giving us Bryn Mawr number 3 of I don't know how many. But let me back up for a second. I didn't see any FOC incentives or offerings from Dynamite for Negaduck number 1. They may not have any, or previews just didn't link them because they don't link them sometimes. So check with your LCS about that. There may be some hidden art that I haven't seen. But Bryn Mawr number 3 cover A, Bryn Mawr number 3 cover B, and then the 10 copy Hollywood Special, and this is Dark Places, and it's a Scott Snyder presents Dark Spaces, the Hollywood Special. And then here is, wow, it's not bad. Cover B, and then here's your cover C. Godzilla War for Humanity number 2 with a cover A. And that's kind of... Alright, I admit that's a pretty wicked looking cover A. War for Humanity number 2, cover B by Smith. And then cover C is your 10 copy incentive. Now, I don't know. Like, Mighty Mel V, got to give a shout out to him for completing his 1 in 10 9.8 set for Dungeons and Dragons by IDW. And then for those Godzilla chasers, are they going to do the same with this? They're going to try to get this 10 copy incentive set. Have a great day to you too. Awesome Sauce Radio. Maybe we will catch you tonight on Drunken Chat if I can make it to Drunken Chat as well. Godzilla War for Humanity number 2 has also got a 25 copy incentive though, so this is a higher chase. 25 copy incentive by Scioli. My Little Pony number 17 cover A, My Little Pony 17 cover B, and then this is the 10 copy incentive variant. Sonic the Hedgehog Amy's 30th anniversary. Everybody loves Amy Rose. Cover A by Hammerstrom. Cover B by Fonseca. And then cover C is a 10 copy incentive by Hernandez. So, my son loves Sonic, obviously, and he knows who Amy Rose is, he knows who Shadow is, and, you know, it's really, really cool that Sonic the Hedgehog still is a comic book over at IDW, but I don't think it sells well. But if anything popular comes out of it, the nostalgia from my son's, even my son's generation, and the kids who are watching the movie now will probably chase those books later on and maybe want to read them. I don't know. Maybe if you have a kid who enjoys the movies, maybe it'd be a good idea to pick up a couple of copies to put them in their hand and see if they like to read it. But, Star Trek fans, since Paramount Plus has been pumping out a lot of content for you guys, I'm sure some of you are really enjoying it. A lot of you do read the comics too, though, because apparently some of these stories are like pretty wicked. So here we have Star Trek. This is issue 12, cover A. And this is Day of Blood, part 5 of 5. This is the cover B. This is your cover C by Levins. And then this is the cover D. 25 copy incentive. They did not show the artwork for, but this is your 50 copy incentive by, it appears to be Christian Ward on this one. So that's pretty cool. And there's the 100 copy incentive to go along with it as well. So stores aren't ordering 100 copies of Star Trek. Let's just be honest about that. You have to be a super high distribution store to even qualify for these variants. So this is the reason why you see some of them that go absolutely nuts. One of the books Decor won in the Ultra box is that Star Trek Discovery retail incentive. Find one. If you can find one, it's not cheap. So just wicked books out there for Star Trek fans, and this is the only other way, of course, to get a lot of the stories. Now, I haven't watched the Lower Decks, but apparently if you like the Lower Decks, this is a treat for you. So this is Star Trek Day of Blood, Shax's Best Day. So here he is holding the Klingon weapon and probably just murked a whole bunch of people. Here is your 10 copy incentive variant showing him just absolutely decimating people. See Comic Boom, reading Star Trek, understands exactly what the talk is about that. It's a line-wide crossover, which is nuts because, yeah, it goes through all the different universes and apparently all the different incarnations, including the Kelvin timeline, right? I hate how they call it the Kelvin timeline. That's the one with Chris Pine. Anyway, that's your 10 copy incentive, but this is your 25 copy incentive, which just looks absolutely badass. Like, who is this guy? How come he's not an X-Man? Oh wait, that's Cable. TMNT Saturday Morning Adventures 2023, number 5, cover A. Here's your cover B with your Baxter Stockman open order. This is the cover C by Suntrup. Is that a Battletoad? No way. That'd be awesome if the Battletoads show up in TMNT. Here is your cover D, 10 copy incentive. This is your 25 copy incentive variant of that one. And then, of course, TMNT versus Street Fighter, number 4, cover A. Shredder's juicing. Here is the cover B. This is the cover C. Here is the cover D. It's your 25 copy incentive by Federici. Showing a lot of cool people. This is your 50 copy incentive by Beals. This is your 100 copy incentive by, it looks like Daniel Warren Johnson. Or Dave Johnson, I'm not sure. Johnson Full Art variant. All right, so 250 copy incentive. Is that going to get you fill? Image Comics is giving us the Creep Show Volume 2, number 1. Here's the cover B. And Image really kind of threw Diamond users for a loop because they had 2 different sections of Image comics on FOC. You had to organize them all. Here's your 10 copy incentive by Skinner. This is your cover A for Dark Ride number 8. This is your cover B. This is your cover C. This is the 25 copy incentive by Fleeks and Forstner. So, hey, where are you at, Lord of Brooklyn? You gonna support Trish and Tony? You got a 25 copy incentive to chase on a Skybound book with a Disney homage. Enfield Gang Massacre number 2 of 6. Fish Flies, number 2 of 6. Fish Flies number 2 of 6, cover B. And then here is your Haunt You to the End, number 4, cover B. Here is no cover A, or I lost cover A somehow, or that's not on FOC and I just added it. Hexagon Bridge number 1 of 5. Hey Kids Comics, Schlock of the New, number 6 of 6. I Hate Fairyland number 9. The F Fairyland variant, cover B. Monarch, cover A. There it is. Monarch, cover B by Visions. Visions have done a couple of cool variants, but the one I think is underrated, just because I have it and I want it to be worth more, because that's how it works, you know. A book is underrated when you have it and you want it to be worth more, and a book is overvalued when you don't. So Chris Vision's on the Star-Lord variant. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it after the show. Noctera getting issue 16, and this is of course the end of story arcs. There's some wild stuff going on this cover. Might be a little spoilerific, but Tony Daniel on the cover A, Paquette and McCaig on the cover B. Something Epic number 5, and you know I looked for incentives on Noctera, didn't see any of them. Something Epic number 5, of course, does have this A cover here, which kind of looks like Zordon, and then here's the cover B with the Goonies homage, and then here is the cover C. That is probably going to be a little bit more popular, being that is the Torn McFarlane homage. Something Epic number 5, cover D. There's your line art variant, I guess. And then the Cull number 1 of 5 getting a second printing. That's wild looking stuff. So basically, yeah, he's absorbing all the humans on the beach, huh? Here's the Cull number 2 of 5 right there. Cover A. And your cover B by Lotte. Cover C by Celis. And then we've got Undiscovered Country number 25 with, wow. Look at those mantis, man. Yeah, and it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Cover B by Peach Momoko, coming out of the nowhere zone on this one. And yeah, I actually like that Momoko. I'm a hard critic of her. I know. I'm a hard critic as it is. All right, next up we got DC, and on the final Lunar distribution orders due tomorrow, we got a couple of good ones. But let's start things off with a facsimile edition. So first off, facsimile edition cover A, cover B, which is going to be a foil version. So that one says $8.99, right? This one's $6.99. This one says $8.99. This one's $7.99 for the draw it yourself for $1 less. But I think this one right here. Oh, Lord of Brooklyn, you wish. King of lining Bleeding Cool's pockets to say that they're selling well. We all know the sales figures. DC may be doing better than Rebirth right now, but they're not doing New 52. They're not hitting those numbers anymore. UK in the house, Franco's Comics, donator of the Mark Brooks qualifier variant of Champions number 1 to that Ultra Box giveaway. Thank you, sir, for again supporting the channel, my man. Always good to see you. Man, I was just talking about you and wanting to pick up show earlier, my man. The pickups have kind of slowed down. I've got some, but I've also got a killer killer plate on my life, just outside of comics. So I'm trying, my man. If I can find time to do a pickup show and show you some cool stuff, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to dedicate it to you, my man. I promise. All right, so anyway, back to this facsimile edition. We got this one right here. This gives you the opportunity to have Jim Lee or Wills Portacio or any of your other favorite artists, including Rob Liefeld, draw you a Batman variant. Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 12. So, I thought we were beyond all this. Get it? Get it? Real Rude 6 in the house. Shout out to all the Spine Ticks crew, OG and new school. All of you people are great. Real Rude. Hope you're well, man. Now, gotta give a shout out to 3 Sticks Trey on this one because this is Batman and Robin. So this right here is our artwork for the Cover B Stanley Art Journal Lau variant for Batman and Robin. So I'm guessing she's the villain. And this one's pretty cool looking, okay? You know, it's a view that we don't normally get of them swinging, right? So that's definitely cool, but you know what's even more cool? The fact that Batman doesn't have a line. Batman and Robin number 1, cover D, blank cardstock variant cover. So, my man Trey K, biggest Damian fan on the planet that I know of for sure. Definitely got me to chase Batman 655 back in the day. Clayman right here. This right here is this is it. 25 copy incentive. I think this is the best one of the covers. Here's why. 50 copy instead of the new black and white. They just should have done other artwork. And then they got this one, Simone DeMeo, wrap around black and white cardstock variant cover. Yeah, I'd rather have the color. Just being honest. But yeah, Simone is a superstar that is already there. I just don't know why. Well, I know why. It's just because there's a lot of people who can't make money off of her books, so they don't buy out all of her rare variant covers and then claim to be the biggest fan ever, and then pump the books. Because you guys have got to remember, the people who are making content and selling books are definitely doing so with intentions. All right, so your Art Germ Lau foil variant. I try to keep it real just because too many phonies out there aren't. So, so let's just talk about this one. I have a feeling this Art Germ variant is going to be a big one. And if you pair it with the trade dress, it'll be a nice set. So, yeah. Batman Incorporated number 12, cover A. John Timms. And of course, this is what if Deadpool met Batman. I'm sorry. If Deadpool met Batman and had to be bisexual. Just because they're throwing so many different things together, they're like, he has to be this, he has to be that. But you know what? This cover here hits. So Clown Hunter, Ghostmaker, and all the other new people in the Bat Crew. I mean, is this like the mutants from Dark Knight, Legends of the Dark Knight? Remember? Sorry, there's an Aurora Borealis on my TV right now. Batman Incorporated number 12, cover C, 25 copy incentive, Steven Segovia. So this is what I'm saying. This is Deadpool and Batman mashed together and given certain character traits just to try to appease people. But is Ghostmaker better than Batman? World's Finest number 20, giving you this cover C. So they skip right over cover A and B and give you right this one. So there's a chance that this one might be coming back on FOC next week. So stay tuned. But your Batman Superman World's Finest number 20 with your cover C has this helmet embossed foil variant cover. You guys know whose helmet that is, right? Batman White Knight Generation Joker number 5. Oof. Mirka and Dolfo delivering on the variant cover, and it's open order. There's your 25 copy incentive Clay McCormick variant too, which ain't too shabby. So this is that's the Neo Joker, right? I think that's the newer Joker. Man, if that Neo Joker book now starts taking off because of this, but this right here, this is probably a book that I'm going to want in 9.8 just because I'm a fan of Mirka and Dolfo's artwork, and that's hitting on the cylinders for me. But here is your cover C, your 25 copy incentive Clay McCormick variant cover. Danger Street number 9. Danger Street number 9 with a cover B by Walt Simonson. It's your cardstock variant cover with him doing a Dr. Fate. Green Lantern number 3. Cover B. And then Rose Besh doing a cardstock variant cover. Now, it's not the only Rose Besh cover she's doing, but I got to give a shout out to Villalobos for this Hispanic Heritage Month variant cover that is not super offensive with tamales. Oh my God, you guys remember that shit from last year? Yeah, Ultra doesn't forget. Green Lantern number 3, cover E, 25 copy incentive, Jack Herbert. Green Lantern number 3, cover F, 50 copy, Gabriel Rodriguez cardstock variant cover. Looney Tunes 274. Why is there always lava? Because they're trying to smoke bacon. Spirit World number 5 of 6. Here's your cover B by Jessica Fong. Here is the 25 copy incentive by Yoshi Yoshitani. And then we got Superman Lost, cover A. Superman Lost, cover B. Wow, Franco's Comics with the... You know, I got super chats in 3 different currencies today. That's amazing. You guys, thank you. I really, 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 really appreciate that. And it'll go straight into the coffee phone. Superman Lost number 6, cover B by Lee Weeks. Of course, Lee Weeks is a fantastic artist. I think he's kind of underappreciated lately. Gary Frank's also not too shabby. 25 copy incentive. Wildcats number 11, cover A, Steven Segovia. But Leslie Lee delivering. Leslie does great swords. So whether she's doing Red Sonja, she's doing something with like an axe, or I want her to do a Deadpool cover. Like, please, Leslie, do a really, really good Deadpool cover. Swinging swords like this, come on. And for that Rose Besh action, for shout out to my buddy Muddy Mel V. He says he messes with this one. It's an artist spotlight, so creator cardstock variant covers they're calling it in the bottom corner. And that is your Wildcats number 11 cover C. And then this is your 25 copy incentive Mike Bowden cardstock variant cover. Spartan. World's Finest Teen Titans number 3 of 6, cover A. Cover B. And then here's your cover C. This is Dan Panosian, showing that he is definitely top tier artist. Man, I met Dan Panosian and had him sign a Prophet number 1. He did a remark on it and everything, man. It was cool, a little gold marker remark. I did sell that book, as well as Prophet 0 Mail Away, and then Prophets 1 through 4. I think they were all signed by Panosian. Cool guy to talk to. You know, honestly, Comic Boom, I don't know about that. I don't think her art style would allow it. And if she did switch up her art style to do interiors and not do like the chibi style stuff, I would be down to see how she does. But cover D by Panosian on this 25 copy incentive for World's Finest Teen Titans number 3. And if you're a fan of these characters, this is a really good piece of artwork. And then there's a 50 copy incentive too with Luciano Bashiko. The DC Comics Bumblebee is not as cool as the Transformers Bumblebee. I'm just saying. Marvel finishing off our list this afternoon, Alpha Flight number 2 of 5. Alpha Flight number 2 of 5, Nicoloda Baldari variant cover. Dan Panosian doing another homage variant cover, but this time it's on Alpha Flight. You should also check out the Conan stuff that he's done. Amazing Spider-Man number 34. That's a really, really cool cover, I got to admit. Amazing Spider-Man 34 Dave Johnson variant cover. And then we've got the John Romita Jr., John Romita Sr. variant cover. And then we've got a 25 copy incentive by Patrick Gleason going on. Lots of stuff going on there. Black Suit Spidey. And then we got the 100 copy incentive, which is your JR and JR Senior variant. Cult of Carnage Misery number 5 of 5 with a wicked looking cover. And there's no variants. Dark X-Men number 2. And poor Simpy Havoc getting Albert's 3 claws right through the throat in issue 1. I'm sorry for spoiling. But man, they're writing Havoc so poor. I'm just so sad about it. They're making him a simp for his brother's ex-baby mama clone. Really, really complicated, right? But nonetheless, I'm happy to have Madeline Pryor back, and in all of the goodness that she brings to the table. But this right here is a read for me. Gonna see what happens with Dark X-Men, and then Ji Young Lee doing the variant cover. Yeah, not bad. Salvador Larroca's variant though, it's also not too shabby. But then Pablo Villalobos, thank you for doing a 25 copy incentive. That will be easily attainable because there will be a bunch of people chasing this 100 copy incentive, making 4 of the 25 copy incentives available for every one of these. So apparently Dark X-Men's proven to be popular with a 100 copy incentive on issue number 2. Bloodpool, just kidding. Deadpool Batter Blood number 4 of 5. You guys following? Deadpool Batter Blood with the Liefeld variant cover. Deadpool Batter Blood with the Hawthorne variant. Guardians of the Galaxy number 6. Guardians of the Galaxy number 6 with the Momoko Howard the Duck variant. 50 copy incentive on the Virginized Howard the Duck variant cover. Loki number 4 of 4, and here's another unicorn. No variant covers. Predator versus Wolverine number 1, and you guys knew with them holding on to these properties that this would eventually go down. But it shows that to be more Weapon X versus Predator, which, yeah. Predator versus Scotty Young. Just kidding. That's Wolverine. But Scotty Young would approve. Predator versus Wolverine, Peach Momoko. Oh, I should have used the joke again instead of Predator, Wolverine versus Peach. Anyway, Predator versus Wolverine number 1 with a Steve McNiven variant cover. That one's kind of fire. They're both bleeding pretty hard, and the acid blood. Oh no, that's ambulance. That's the one we got to worry about. Yeah, you see, Wolverine. I'm sorry, healing factor. You can kill him. He's going to come back to life eventually. Yeah. Adamantium to the dome. You're done. Oh, now this is good because this is, of course, more on the side of like the Deadpool variant, where Deadpool's got the blade and his mask torn off, and he's looking at Wolverine. And then there's this, which is just like the Hulk 340. So I have a feeling there's going to be people getting these too. These are probably going to be the popular ones. Just a feeling. 25 copy incentive by Alex Maleev, doing what Maleev does with the dark, soft colors and soft lines. Predator vs. Wolverine does have a 50 copy incentive by Inyuk Lee. So that one's probably going to be a pleasure to come across if you see it. And then there's going to be this 100 copy incentive Virgin by Alex Maliv. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 38. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 38. Clone Wars 15th anniversary. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 38. Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary variant. And then we've got the droids connecting variant. So if you're a fan of the Star Wars droids, there's going to be a series of connecting variants that are going to give you a complete picture. And if you're a fan of General Grievous, 25 copy incentive here for you on Bounty Hunters number 38. Star Wars Droids D Squad. So on the left, we've got the Murder Droid, some of Mighty Mel V's favorites. And then we got some of the other ones that have made themselves famous over the years. And of course, IG-88 or IG-11, whichever one he wants to be. Star Wars Dark Droids D Squad number 1 with a JTC action figure variant. And then of course here is the Casanova's droid connecting variant. Here is the Tom Seeley R2-D2 variant. The 50 copy incentive McCone variant. So why does this guy look like he's straight out of the Void Rivals? Strange Academy. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he's a Space Knight. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Strange Academy Moon Knight number 1. Strange Academy Moon Knight number 1 with a 25 copy incentive Julian Shaw variant cover. And then there's this Humberto Ramos connecting variant cover. That is probably going to be a chase as well. Uncanny Avengers. Look at the eyebrows on Cap. And he's about to get punched by Rogue. She's pissed. Uncanny Avengers number 2 of 5, continuing the storyline of, Captain Krakoa, whoever he is under the mask. And by the way, there's a lot of speculation went out by Bleeding Cool, but you guys want to know who Ultra thinks it is? I think somebody hacked a techno-organic virus in Cable and hacked Cable, and it's got Cable underneath the Captain Krakoa mask. So, yeah. Uncanny Avengers number 2. Brian Hitch, Avengers 60th anniversary variant cover. And then here is the Marvel Icon variant cover. Greg Land Psylocke variant. Now, is this one up there with the Jenny Frisian? Maybe. That's fantastic looking. Let's just hope the guts in the book are good. Because you're going to be ordering 25 copies of that Greg Land variant just to secure one of these rogues. Now, this 25 copy incentive Ryan Stegman variant is already kind of like making a little bit of waves, but they put the trade dress in the wrong spot. You can visit Ryan Stegman's Twitter and harass him for a clean version. All right, everybody, here we go. We knew it was coming after his first appearance way back in Timeless 2 years ago. Uncanny Spider-Man, which is the Nightcrawler Spider-Man number 1. So we've got Dave Wachter Window Shades variant. Here is the Scotty Young variant cover. Here is the Lee Garbett variant cover. Oh, that's a good pick there, Lord of Brooklyn. I forgot about Legion because I know that he was elsewhere. Uncanny Spider-Man number 1 Lee Garbett variant. 25 copy incentive Sam De La Rosa. That one's kind of cool looking. And then you get a 100 copy incentive variant of this one. What if Dark Carnage? So there it is. What if Dark Carnage? That's the Bradshaw homage variant cover, of course, to the Bagley ASM 361. And then here is the 25 copy incentive by Greg Land. Wolverine number 37. What is going on here? This is the Fall of X tie-in. There's Wolverine battling a long-haired Hulk. Here is the 25 copy incentive by Joshua Swabby Sway. There's an open order Cal New 60th anniversary X-Men variant, though. There's also an open order Greg Capullo variant, which would make getting that 25 copy incentive easily obtainable. So I don't expect the 25 copy incentive to do any wonders, but I expect Greg Capullo's return to drawing Marvel books to be a little bit popular. And then we've got X-Men Annual number 1 with the Contest of Champions variant cover. And then here is the Larry Houston X-Men 60th anniversary variant cover, of course, showing the X-Men 97-ish team, you know, morphed before he went nuts, and, you know, got killed and brought back. So yeah, a little on the loosey side. But guess what? That's our show. That's it. That's all the books on FOC. So make sure you get your orders in with your LCS. Make sure you get your orders in with your online retailer. If either of them reject you, hit up Lucas tomorrow. Secure your books. Get your stuff done. And of course, Lucas is Chitlins, Greens, and Cornbread of my Drunken Chat family. And for the rest of you, I got to say thank you for watching. This has been a really good episode of The Secret Variant. You guys have, again, super chatted me in 3 different currencies. I am super appreciative of that. The coffee money will go far. And stay tuned. Stick around for other stuff that I'll be dropping. And the next, I swear to you, Francos, next episode of Pickups will be dedicated to you. But don't forget to check out Drunken Chat. Actually, not Friday night. Apparently tonight. Lucas went and saw Blue Beetle. So, as if I'm going to go see Blue Beetle, yet to be determined. Like I said, we'll see if I can see it in theaters before it hits Max. But if not, I'm sure you guys will offer me spoiler-filled reviews. But I just want to say thanks again for watching. Subscribe to the content, and I'll see you all next week, if not sooner.